this time. There we go. So we should be recording. We are. Hello. This is Becky and Betty.
Hi.
And Christian's about to come in. Online also with us is Randy. And we welcome you to my very first webinar for Goof Proof Health. And now we've got our Facebook group, which we're all a part of. And to those who are just replaying this video, hello. This is going to be like you were here in the original event. Be sure to comment and say what you liked and any of the questions answered. Just put it right on the Facebook group. Okay, how do I get my slide to advance? Here we go. Okay, so we're going to set up once a week. This is a 6-week program. Starting today is our preparation week, and then we're going to have 6 weeks following. We'll meet each Tuesday at your time zone time, 6 p.m. Pacific. It'll be 7 o'clock for us Utahns, those in Utah in the Mountain Zone, 8 p.m. for Central, and 9 p.m. for the Eastern time zone. Okay, we're going to be going through the book, The Blood Sugar Solution. A lot of you already have it, right? You bought the program or bought the book. You can get it on audio through Audibles. You can get it on Kindle, so you can read it easily on your phone. And you can also get it, the hard copy. I bought mine at Barnes & Noble. I own all three, and all three have great advantages, depending on how you want to use it. The reason we're using the book is because I'm not a doctor. I can't give medical advice. I can only tell you what worked for me, and I lost 41 pounds in the first 14 weeks doing this. I didn't know the difference in my health that I could feel. I thought I felt pretty good. Feel fabulous now. It's a 6-week program. We're going to roll it out. It's still going to fire hose you with a whole bunch of information, but it is broken up into 6 separate units, and we just give a little bit at a time each week. All the disclaimers are on the website. Read them. I disclaimer everything. Not a doctor. Okay, so Goof Proof Health, this is our website as it is right now on Facebook. And I just encourage you to scroll through it, get all the information, take a look at things, and make comments. Tell me, say, hey, this reminds me of my Aunt Lily, and this is why, how she dealt with it, or in my own life, I can lift a Volkswagen now, and I couldn't barely get off the couch a week ago. And we want to hear all of that. We want to hear it. And the book that I'm writing is basically my story, but I want to incorporate your stories as much as you feel comfortable with. Oh, looks like somebody joined us. Who are we got on? Is that what that was? I don't know.
No, sorry, I was commenting.
Oh, how do I see
comments?
Well,
we're learning how to run this.
Okay, you're just going to have to speak up. And so what was your comment?
It's under chat.
Under chat. I don't know how to get there. We'll figure that out. Okay, so this is our group as we stand right now. There's 23 of us, and I am, as each of you entered and joined the group, I can't tell you how thrilled I am. Some of you came as a favor of me to give your input. Some of you came as a favor of me so that I could watch your life change and get better. Thank you for letting me be part of that. So since there's just a few of us, I had planned on this time just taking a quick introductions. You all know me, I'm Becky, and in June I was diagnosed with diabetes. I had been afraid of it for years, a decade or more, but I hadn't been doing anything to prevent it. I didn't know really what to do. I am the yo-yo diet queen, was the yo-yo diet queen. I'm learning to accept a whole new identity, that I am a healthy woman with some health risks that are being reversed. And I'm just going to go back to being just a healthy woman. This is Betty.
Hi, I'm Betty. I'm Becky's twin sister.
Yes.
I'm coming along kicking and screaming. I am scared to death. I have a lot of changes to make, and I'm excited to see the end result.
Yeah. Christian, want to say hello? This is Christian, the love of my life.
I dressed up for this. Hello. So I am here as support, and I like my vegetables.
Yes. Okay. Randy, do you want to introduce yourself quickly?
Sure, I'm Randy Krebs, also from Utah. Just excited to be part of this group and to learn from these amazing ladies that I've known and loved all these years. And just looking forward to the healthy items and healthy things that they're going to share with all of us.
All right. Okay, next slide. All right, so anytime you start making life changes, the reason changes are hard. Changes are hard, and if they were easy, we'd already be changed, right?
For sure.
Right. And the thing about it is you get very comfortable where you're at, and most changes are either prompted by some kind of crisis or just a deep desire. But there's always obstacles because you already have the rewards. You've already got the comfort. So we're going to just talk about some of the rewards. And what you want to do is you want to journal about these. And we're going to try and brainstorm and think of everything that might happen, that might derail you. And we want to think in advance, how am I going to handle this? So that when it does happen, you're just like, I got this, got this. Okay, a belief about what's possible. When I was in Mexico and I was going to, talking to the doctors, and they were going through all the changes I was going to go. And then they said, okay, and we're really going to help your belief that you can believe this will happen and that you can do this. And I started to cry. I was like, I have failed so many times. I've just failed. And he said, okay, we're going to work on that. And they did. And that's what we're going to do in this group, because you're going to hit walls and you got to build your belief. If you don't think you can do it, if you really don't think you can do it, your brain will say, I don't want a public failure. I don't want to do this. So it's going to look for reasons that are apart from you, excuses, and it's going to sabotage you. Negative relationship with your body. I want to see what they said about these. Anyway, so it might be, you might say, you have to realize that you're worth it. And the biggest success I ever found in a diet was, I finally said, forget it. I may never be skinny. I'm going to go out and buy some new clothes. I'm going to look good no matter what my body shape is. And a month later, I didn't fit any of the clothes because I had started losing weight. Self-defeating thoughts and behaviors. What are you thinking? Stop and think about that. Biological addiction to sugar. We're going to help you break it. And it's going to be cold turkey. And it ain't going to be so pretty. It's going to be worth it. Toxic food landscape. If you open your fridge, what do you see? If you open your pantry, what do you see? If you drive down the road, you will never see so many fast food signs as you saw once you start this program. Lack of available high quality foods. Again, open your fridge, put some good stuff in there. Saboteurs at home and work. Food pushers. Who has food pushers in their lives? Do you?
I do, of course.
You do?
I do.
What about too many responsibilities? Christian, are you busy?
Yes.
Do you have time to exercise and journal and cook healthy meals and do all of that?
Not all of that.
There's comes excuses. That's where we justify why we're not doing this.
Yeah, and it's real. You really do have a lot of responsibilities, but you just have to figure out how. And we're going to do that together. We're going to do that together. History of failed attempts to change.
Yeah.
Those are history. Okay, what we're doing is we're writing new history and a new life. And so it doesn't matter what's gone before. Those were all learning curves. Let's succeed together.
I like that.
Okay, so journaling. If you want to be, who wants to lose 50% more weight?
Of course.
Okay.
With the same effort?
Well, it's really hard effort. You got to pick something that's really heavy.
Okay.
A pen.
A pen.
A pen. Okay. So I want you to journal everything. Every day, put a little bit of things in your journal. We're going to start with our measurements, and we're going to start with what you're feeling, and we're going to every day, just pick up your pen and write a little bit every day. What obstacles did you face that day? What thoughts did you have?
So I'm not in the habit of doing this. So if I just do it maybe in the morning and in the evening, is that enough, or do I need to do it all day long?
You can do it anytime you want.
Okay.
Whatever works for you. If you're not a writer and you don't like to write, pick up your phone. There are apps. There are apps you can do that. You can do that.
Sorry, my phone ringer is still on.
Yeah, every time you get hungry, we're going to use our journal. And you can write it in your journal, or you can just stop and think about it. First, ask yourself, am I really hungry?
Maybe you're thirsty.
Maybe.
A lot of times when you're thirsty, you feel hungry.
It's true. Is this what I feel like eating? Is this what I feel like eating now? And the thing about it, if you really are nutrient deprived, you are not going to you will be satisfied with real healthy foods.
I know there's times where I'm really hungry and I'll open the cupboard and see things that aren't really great for me.
Yeah.
But then I ate a grapefruit instead, and it satisfied that sugar that I was craving for.
Yeah. So is there something else I could eat instead?
There we go.
There we
There we
go.
go.
What am I feeling? Am I happy, sad, nervous, anxious?
So this is in combination why we eat, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what do I need? So I may be thinking that I'm hungry, but really I'm just feeling lonely and I need to pick up the phone and call a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Or I may be feeling anxious and stressed, and a walk will take care of that, or a little bit of exercise.
You know, sometimes I eat just because I'm bored and I just do it without thinking.
Yeah. And boredom eating is usually trying to fill an emotional need. Really healthy people don't get bored as much. You're feeling something. You're needing that burst of feel good. Okay, so now on our journal, so Randy, you're the only one on here. Any questions or comments about that? Sorry, I'm blasting through this.
Oh, no, good stuff. Journaling is very important to it's also good fun to look back on after you've been doing it for the 6 weeks as well. So
Yeah, I think it's really good to give your starting point, all your things that you're feeling now, so you can, because you'll forget, because they change slowly.
Mhm.
And then you'll look back and go, oh my gosh, I don't have this anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to, part of our preparation this week, we're going to take our measurements. Write down your weight.
Oh, we're hiding this journal. Nobody else is going to see this.
Absolutely. Your height.
Okay, I can do that one.
Your waist size.
Okay.
Now your waist ideally should be less than half of the inches of your height.
-1 or something like that. It was something.
And your blood pressure. So those are very good things to start with and to know. All right, I've uploaded into Facebook recipes, and there's a 6-week eating plan with the shopping lists. And next week, we're gonna really talk about how to break it down, but basically half of your plate is going to be green foods, healthy foods. 1/4 of your plate can be some type of meat, and 1/4 of your plate, if you're on the basic plan, can be some kind of a complex starch. Potatoes, rice, or the summer squash, things like that.
Okay. And these recipes are in that on Facebook. We can go on, we can check them out, pick the ones that look best to us.
Yes.
Start with those.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, and so there are 2 plans. We call it the basic and the advanced plan. The basic one is good for everybody. Your kids, it is a healthy eating and recommended for everybody.
Is the basic a little bit simpler to follow? Yeah. Okay.
The advanced, it's just, eliminating the toxins, the poisons out of your body.
Good. Okay.
The advanced plan, some of us need a little more help.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
we got a little more healing to do, and that's for us. So you want to find out which one you need? Oh, shoot, this was supposed to be, it was supposed to come in one question at a time, and we got them all.
Okay. That's okay.
So ignore it, and we might re-record this one part and splice it in. Okay, but each time you say yes. So I want you to just write down 1 point for each time we say yes. Do you get an urge for something sweet? Give into it. Experience a brief sugar high and later crash into the sugar blues. 1. Did your doctor ever tell you your blood sugar is a little high?
What if we never went to a doctor?
That's
But we
okay.
know that.
If you know that.
I know that.
Would you describe yourself as an inactive person? Counterpoint. If you go more than a few hours between meals, do you get irritable, anxious, tired, jittery, or do you have headaches intermittently through the day and feel better after you eat? Do you feel shaky 2 to 3 hours after a meal? Do you have trouble losing weight on a low-fat diet? If you miss a meal, do you feel cranky, irritable, weak, or tired? This one gets me. If you have a muffin, a bagel, cereal, pancakes, or other carbs for breakfast, is your eating out of control all day? Okay, what about, do you feel like you can't stop eating once you start eating sweets and carbohydrates? Like if you have those pancakes for breakfast, or then you're out of control the rest of the day. Does a bowl of pasta or potatoes put you right to sleep, but a meal of fish and vegetables make you feel good? Do you go to the bread basket at the restaurant? Do you get heart palpitations after eating sweets? Point if you retain water after eating salty foods. If you skip breakfast, are you likely to have a panic attack in the afternoon? Do you absolutely, positively have to have your cup of coffee in the morning to get yourself going? Do you get moody, impatient, or anxious? Have you had any problems lately with your memory or your concentration? Do you feel calmer after you eat? Do you get tired a few hours after eating? Do you get night sweats, even if you're a man? Do you feel the need to drink a lot of liquids? Do you get colds or infections more frequently than other people that you know? And are you tired most of the time? Do you suffer from infertility or have symptoms of polycystic ovarian syndrome, irregular cycles, facial hair, acne? Do you suffer from impotence or erectile dysfunction? Do you have jock itch, vaginal yeast infections, anal itching, toenail fungus, dry scaly patches, skin, or other symptoms of chronic fungal infections? I sound like one of those ads. Okay, so that was 1 point for each of those. Have you been counting?
I'm counting.
Good. 3 points. 3 points now for
Now
every
you
one of you.
confused me. Okay.
I know. So keep a track of where you were. Hopefully you did this on a little tick sheet. Is your BMI higher than 30? If you don't know this, that's okay.
Yeah.
Any of these questions. Is your waist to height ratio greater than 48 if you're a woman, or 52 if you're a man? And we'll go over how to,
Okay.
if you don't understand that, I can show you how to calculate it. Have you been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, or gestational diabetes? Has anyone in your family had diabetes, hypoglycemia, or alcoholism? Are you of non-white ancestry, African, Asian, Native American, Hispanic, Pacific Islander, Indian, or Eastern? Do you have high blood pressure? Have you had a heart attack, angina, transient, I don't know how to say that, if you've had it, you know what it is, ischemic attack, or a stroke. Do you have cataracts, or have you had
Detachment?
retinopathy?
Retinopathy.
Yeah.
Retinopathy.
Eye damage from diabetes. Okay, if you had eye damage from diabetes, why don't they say that? Do you have levels of triglycerides over 100 meg, or HDL good cholesterols of less than 50 megs, or a blood glucose of over 110?
So now this is a test that you can take in the doctor's office.
Do you have kidney damage or protein in your urine? Do you have loss of sensation in your feet or legs? Okay, so that's it. Now look at these scores. If you scored less than 7 points, you still will benefit from going on the basic plan. If you scored over 8 points, which if you're on this list, you probably did, and that's okay.
We want to change that.
Yeah, let's go on the advanced plan together. Because like the doctor said, I hit those numbers and I was like, what does this mean? And he said, I see a healthy woman with things that can be reversed. Let's just go back to being a healthy woman. And let's do that.
We're doing that.
Okay, so tests that you can get with your doctor. The insulin response test, this is the most important test that you can do. And basically you go in, they test your blood sugars, then they drink the sugar drink, and then they test it 2 hours later. And I think anything is in the book, but anything over 150 is too high. And a lot of times, the reason you want to go with this test is because a lot of times your fasting levels, before you get to that pre-diabetes stage, that's already like stages 4 or 5 of the disease. You will start having insulin resistance in stages 1, 2, 3, and 4 that
So
don't
the
show up.
sooner we catch it, the better it
The
is.
sooner you catch it, the better. Yeah. A hemoglobin A1C, that's a 3-month average. I tested in June at 8.2, and I've got it down to 6, my 3 months average. So I just keep going down. I'm now in the low pre-diabetic stage instead of being in the we're going to cut off the toe stage.
Good, good.
And it's going down. NMR liquid profile is another test you'll want to ask your doctor to do, and it's in the blood sugar solution book so they can advise you on what numbers you want to see there. The lipid panel and the triglyceride HDL ratio. And those are the tests you want to do. Now, should you start, if you can get those tests this week, go get them. But should we wait to start until?
I know a lot of times when I start a diet, I don't start because I don't have that tape measure and I can't make my measurements. So there's my excuse. I hold back, I don't start. So I think it's better that we just jump in, let our body kind of tell us what to do.
Yeah. Again, this is your body, your test, but you're going to eat anyway, right? Either way, why not eat healthy?
Exactly.
Oh, a total cholesterol HDL ratio. You want to test. That's it. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so that was my last slide. Let's see, can I jump all the way forward to home? Yeah. Okay, so thanks for watching this, and we'll have this every week, every Tuesday. There's your times. Join us again. Comment below. We want to hear from you if you're on the replay. We're so glad you were a part of this video, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Okay, there's something else I want to
comments.
I want to say. We're this week is kind of go through your kitchen to clean out things that we shouldn't have in our kitchen.
Yes.
So I have volunteered, and I'm very scared about this. Becky's going to open my cupboards, and we'll probably do this live on Facebook. And she is going to toss everything in my cupboard that shouldn't be there. Oh, I'm so scared. So we'll have a lot of other things on Facebook, not only this once a week, but we want to keep in touch and keep going back to Facebook, see the things that are there. We want your comments. We want to know how you're feeling, and just be there with you, and you be there with us. We all have a journey we're going on.
All right, Christian, any comments, questions?
Good support is needed from everyone.
Yes.
Even Christopher Reese is nodding. Randy, how about you? Any comments, questions?
No comments. A great program. Looking forward to getting started.
All right. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.
We'll see you all next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, now I don't know how to stop it.
Still recording.
We're gone. Hello? Nope.
Nope,
Didn't
still
believe
says
me.
record.